there. Today we are going to be decorating bones for my porch. So we have this little chair out front, and I thought it would be really fun to decorate one of these to put in the chair. So I got this little skeleton set at Walmart, and I thought we would put it together and decorate it. This would be fun. Just something different to do. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I have my little bones here. I'm going to use this pot to put kind of some different parts of the bones and just make something fun to put out in front of my house. So I have this little ring. This is from the Dollar Tree, and I can put this in the bottom. So I'll just take it, dip it real quick in my glue pot over here. There we go. And I'm just going to put it right down in here. So this came from Walmart. This also came from Walmart. I got some little excuse me, Feather Boas from the Dollar Tree. I have some more Styrofoam that I'm going to load in here. So we'll just kind of use our stick to put a little bit on here to get it to stick down in here. Alright, so I got one. Let's get the other one. Okay. So I'm just placing it down in here. So see there, that's what it looks like on the inside. Okay. Let's use just a little bit more maybe. There we go. Alright. Now, glue everywhere. Okay. I've got a round one I can put in here. I have a couple square ones. So we'll just see what we need. So let's see. Looks like we could fit 2 square ones. See there? I think. We could put a round one on the side there. Okay. Now you can also use some of the gap foam, but I had a lot of this left, so I thought I would go ahead and use this since I have a lot of these left. Okay. Okay. So you don't need a ton on it, just a little. And just be careful not to glue yourself. There. There we go. Okay. So I think I can put this circle on that side. So see how it's just kind of filling it in? Okay. So let's see. This one. So I'm going to have to shave this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put the circle in first. Okay. go. All right. Okay, so we're almost done. Let's see. Okay, so I do have this nifty little tool that I can use to cut my styrofoam. Now it does get really hot, but we'll just keep testing it to see when it gets ready. I like to score it first just so I can try and stay in that line. Let's see. See if we're ready yet. Yeah. You see it's very hot and it just burns right through it. Okay. So you want to be really careful with this because it'll burn through you. It will burn through your table, on your floor. It gets very hot and it gets very hot very quickly. Okay. So I just go nice and slow so I can get the cut that I want because it does burn so fast. Okay, so now I'll just turn this back off. You want to set it on a surface that won't burn. Okay, and it's going to be hot. Okay. I'm going to trim off a little bit of the top. Alright, so we're just going to trim off a tiny little bit of the top. Okay, that's good. Oh, let's see, about right here. And there we go. All right. Okay, so we'll let it sit over there and get cool. Haha, look at that. Perfect. All right, so let me glue these two in, and then we should be good to go. Okay. Okay, so I'm not looking for perfection here. Alright, so we've got the inside ready to decorate. We don't need these. Okay, so now normally what I would do is I would put moss in here, but what we're going to do is we're going to decorate with this instead to cover up the edges, but we're not going to do that till towards the end because I thought that would just be fun. So this head, it's just a bunch of pieces. So I am going to glue this on here because I really want to put this together. So I want to get a good amount of glue on here and glue it on his head. Alright, so we're going to let that set up right there. And it has a hole in the end, so I didn't want to glue that part because we're going to use that. Now the hands, I thought, would be fun to put here. So let's see if we're able to. Okay. All right, let's see. I think it will. It looks like it will. Okay. Lots of glue strings. All right. So we got one hand on there. Okay. So I'll put the other hand on here. Okay. I'm being very careful not to glue myself. And I am intentionally not putting his hands on here correct. Okay. There we go. There. Whoop. Okay. So now we've got that. I want to put his feet there. So I want to glue him to here, but not to my table. So if you get glue on your mat, just make sure you get it up before it starts really setting, and it comes up very well. Okay, is that on there? Feels like it is. Okay. Alright. I think we will turn on our hot glue gun here. Okay. Okay. That's good. So we want to put the other one right there. Okay. Get this glue off our table. There we go. Okay. So we're going to put glue on this one. Okay. So let's see, right here. So I'm going to hold it down and let it glue for a second. Okay, I think we got it. There we go. Alright, we got him glued. We'll take the hot glue and just kind of get a few more on there. Alright, let's see how the head's doing. The head's doing good. Alright, so we're going to have his head in here. Okay, for his head, I want to see what fits in this hole here. So I have some dowels and I have some skewers. So we're just going to see what, looks like the dowel's going to be the best fit. Okay, which is probably pretty good. So I'm going to glue up this dowel nice and good. Wiggle it in there and let that glue set around it. So we'll let that sit. So you can kind of see the theme we're going for. Alright. Now, I have tons of little pumpkins. About done. What we're going to do is we're going to decorate this head. So we have a couple options. We have this hat. So that's pretty cute. I like that. And we have this hat, which is pretty big, but I kind of like this too. Boy, that makes him pretty big. But that's going to give us a lot of height. So let's see. So we need to figure out how long this needs to be. Okay. This is too long, and I really want it kind of more towards the back. So let's get the stick through there. Alright, there. Alright. Well, I want it to be there. That's better. I wanted it to be more up. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Okay, so we'll do the hat when we get to that point, but one thing we're going to do to cover up some of this glue here is we're going to do a little bow tie. So I've got a couple cute little ribbons. Let's see, is this hot yet? Let's see. So I'm just going to put a little glue around the feet here and just make sure it's not going to come off. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay. So now let's do the little tie. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to do a nice little bow tie here. Let's see what we got. About 3 inches. How's that? Yeah, maybe a little bit smaller. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to grab a paddle. This is my very thin wire, my 18 gauge. And I'm going to tie this off so that it can't come loose. Okay. I'm going to trim this off. Because what I'm going to do is I am actually going to go around the neck and glue it under here. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We got about 6 inches. Okay. So I'm going to put a little glue on the ribbon here. Okay. Then I'll glue it on. There we go. Alright. Let's glue this part down. There we go. Alright, there. Now he's got a little bow tie. There we go. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so we've got the basic part done. Isn't that cute? Okay. So now we have all kinds of cool little picks that we can add in. And we're just going to have fun creating some stuff here in front of him. Okay. Alright. So one thing I want to do is put a little bow right here. Alright. So we're just going to take this same ribbon and we're going to take some of this plastic ribbon, the jelly ribbon, and we're going to make a little bow. So about 3-inch loops. Okay. Just make sure they match. Yep. Okay. So then we'll twist it. And twist. And you don't really have to twist the jelly ribbon, but since I'm doing them together, I'm just going to go ahead and twist it. So it's come up a little. There we go. Just makes it a little bit easier for me to make it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now, I'm going to trim this off. And I'm actually going to put a zip tie around this. Okay. I'm not going to tie it off completely, but I want to get it to where it's not going to fall apart. Okay? And I'm going to cut about 20 inches twice with this. Okay. I don't need this, so we'll put that over there. Okay, we're just going to find the center, pinch it, that. Alright. Okay, so then you're going to tie it with a black or any color zip tie really. Make sure I have my tails right. Okay. Then I'll tighten it. Alright, and then I'm going to start from the bottom and start pulling it apart. So I don't want a big bow. Let's go this way. There we go. Alright. Isn't this jelly ribbon fun? Alright, so the reason I wanted to put this in the front is because this stuff curls up like nobody's business. So, I'm just going to curl it up. I didn't want a big bow to kind of take over. So I just want something light and airy. There we go. You see how that does? Alright, so I left this part on because we are going to use this to go down. Alright, so this is just a skewer. I'm just going to take a little bit of floral tape. And I'm going to attach these two together. And then I can use the skewer to sink down into our arrangement here. Okay, so you're not looking for perfection. You're not really going to see this. I'm just covering it because I don't know. I always feel like I have to. So, I do. Alright. There we go. So I'm just going to break that piece off. I don't need it. And I'm going to stick this down in here. And where's my pliers? Okay, so I'm going to use my pliers to press this down in here. There we go. Alright, so we've got our little bow. Perfect. So I didn't want it to cover the hands, but I just kind of want a little something in the front. There we go. Oh, he's looking cute. Okay. So now let's figure out what we're going to put in it. Oh, we have so much stuff we can put in it. We have hands. We have all kinds of little squirrely things. Ooh, this is cool. Some of this would be good. Oh, good, we have two of those. So we could put one. Let's see. It's kind of... Okay. I'm just putting some tape on the end of it because I want it to be shorter than it is, so I'm going to cut it off. Okay. About right here. Like that. I think there used to be eyeballs in this one, so So that's why it has those little black pieces. But we're just going to cut that off and cover it up. Because what we want are these fun things. Okay. Right here. So that's why it's very nice to have this floral tape in several different colors, because you never know when you're going to use it. Okay. Put it on this side. So when you're doing things like this, the important thing is just balance. So if you have it on one side, you want something to balance it out on the other side. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, I really like these. So most of these came from Hobby Lobby. Let's see. Pull some of this out. Okay. That's good. Okay. Alright. These are good. Things like this. Now these are probably going to be too small, and we're either going to have to put a pick in it or a floral pick, but these are awesome. I like those. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we have some more of this. We could put some down in front. Okay. Got another one. We have all kinds of pumpkins we can put in here. So what you can do with these pumpkins, okay, so you can get these little floral picks like this, and these are great to put in things like this. So you can just put a little glue on it, and then just kind of stick it in there. Let it kind of set. So we'll do a few of these. Okay, let's do another big one. So I'm kind of putting it into the side so that I can, whoops, have it kind of hang off. You see? So we'll let those dry. We have some little ones. So we could really go on the side of these. Okay. These little floral sticks are very handy. Okay, I think these are the 4-inch. I like the 4-inch. Okay. So we could do these just straight up in the middle. So we can put it in here somewhere. Okay. Now these do have wire on them in case you need to wire it around something, but I'm just taking the wire off. There we go. Alright, so what you can use, the ones with the wire, okay, ooh, and they can get really tangled. So let's say we took some of this jelly ribbon and pitched it up in the center and took this wire and wired it around and then back around this stick. See? Then we could have some ribbon, some jelly ribbon that we can put into our piece. Now I'm going to drop a little glue on here because it's not very sturdy. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a second. The other thing you can do is to take, so let's take a pipe cleaner, cut it in half. Okay. Then we'll take some more of this ribbon. Pinch it in the center. Put this around it. Okay. And then you can take one of these sticks and wrap it around here. It's a little bit sturdier. Of course, if you have a pick machine, you can use that, but then we can do our little curls. Like that. See, that's fun. It's fun to have things like that. Let's see. This one is so loose. Let's do the same thing. So don't worry about things that you can see, because I'm gonna cover that up and you're not gonna see that part. Okay. So all I really want someone to see is the curls. Okay. So let's put one on this side. Like that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to glue this in, so we're going to stick it so it's hanging off of the side, like that. Hi, Bella. You come up. Okay. It's the same thing over here. There we go. Come on. Come on. Good girl. We have a lot of those. Oh no, don't touch that, baby. Put some back here. Okay. Whoop. Okay. One over here. There we go. All right. Ooh. These are cute. Look at these. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, yes. These are awesome. Okay, they're a little bit longer than I want, so I'm just going to clip it off. Okay. Put this in. There we go. Alright. Let's put these in. There we go. Alright, let's see. We have more of these little ones. Ooh, and we have another one of those. I like that. Okay. Okay. Hey, Bill. So I don't want to cover up his head, but I do kind of want to start filling up in here. And I like things that are going to kind of hang off the side and just give it interest and dimension. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I know we have another. Yes! Here it is. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put it on this side. Oops. same thing. Kind of have it hanging over. So these are wired, so you can kind of bend them and move them. So for these, since it's not very sturdy, we can use some of our sticks. Okay. Right. So let's do. There we go. Do this one. Okay. Okay. Now we can do the same thing with these. So we can just take our stick, just kind of wrap it around. Just plop it in there. So these are fun. Okay. But these are fun because you can pull them out or push them back. See, you can pull it out, this, kind of move it over, there we go. Alright, okay, let's put a few of these in. So I'm not pressing them all the way down, and that is because we're going to be putting this in here. Okay, so I want them to show above this. Alright, let's see what else we have. Ooh, we have a couple orange ones. Let's do those. Okay. We might put these in after we get our stuff in it, so that we can make sure that we can see them. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, we have another one of these. I really like these. Let's make this one shorter. These kind of look like trees. I like that. Put it here in the center. Okay. There we go. Okay. There. All right. Ha 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 ha. I'm liking it. Okay, so what we can do now is we can start putting some of this in. So these are just the little feather boas from the Dollar Tree. I thought this would be a lot of fun to put inside here, just to cover up all of our mess. It would almost look like, I don't know, something coming out of the witch's brew. Let's see, we need some more of these sticks. Hi, baby. You okay? Okay, so we're going to let our hot glue gun get warm for a minute. Let's see. If there's anything else we just have to have. We might put a couple of these in here. Looks like we really need a cat. We could put these in. So maybe we'll do the purple and the green and those two. And I think that'll be good. Alright, so we don't really need these. So we can move these away. Okay. Alright, so let's get these ready while we're waiting on our glue gun. Okay. So see, I'm just taking it and wrapping the wire right around it. Right around that stick. Okay, this one. There we go. All right. Now, oh, there's one more. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little glue. I'm not going to put a ton because it will quickly melt the styrofoam. So I'm just going to put some around so that I can take my boa, and I am going to cut it up into pieces. So, let's see. So that I can easily kind of place it around. I think it'll make it a little bit easier if I cut it up, so I can do it in smaller pieces. Now, of course, it's messy, but it's fun messy. Okay, just putting a little here and there. Okay, I'm just going to take it, kind of place it in there, and push it down. One of the reasons I didn't put a ton of glue is because I don't want to glue myself. But this stuff should glue pretty darn easily. So it should not take a ton of glue. I wish they had had a green one. That would have really been cool. But they had orange and black, and we take what we get. Okay. I'm going to stick this behind the bow here. Let's put some black in. A little bit of orange in over here. Okay. Messy, messy. But fun, fun. A little bit more black. We'll put some black on the other side so we can balance it out. Look a little bit right in here. There we go. Okay. There. Alright. See there? Now you can't see anything that's on the inside. Alright, so now we have a couple things left. And we can go ahead and glue those. Let's put a hold it right in here. Put some black over here. There we go. How about this side? Yep, a little bit on this side. Stick it right in there. There we go. All right. Oh, that's looking so cute. Okay, so now we're going to put in a few little things since we've gotten our covering in there so that we can see them. Okay. And then we will fix the hat. Let's put this like that. See, I put that one in the back. Let's put another one in the back. Okay. I'll do this in the center here. See there? Awesome. I love it. I think we'll put this one, let's see, right near his neck. There we go. Okay, now the last step. And you know what? I think I might put just a tiny little bit of black back here, just so we blend in a little. That'll make it look a little bit more intentional. There we go. Alright, so now we have to decide. This hat, and that's okay. Or this hat. I really kind of like this hat. I'll bend this over a little bit. Yep, I think we're going with this one. I mean, I'm going to coat it with some serious glue because I don't want it to come off. All right. We're just going to wait for this to cure. Then we're going to be done. I think we got it. Awesome! I like it. What y'all think? I think he's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this, because I sure did. This was fun. Whoop! He isn't quite cured yet. Well, I'll stand here and hold it, but I'm not going to make you watch that. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye-bye.